All right, can you guys see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So we have done
Yes,
this
sir.
one now. We call this one registration UI. This is registration UI. I hope this one is okay. Okay. So I think it's still loading. So this is the registration UI that we are looking at to register into our application. Then let's just turn it to something like let's say 600. The height is too much. This UI, I think this login UI, I actually demonstrated pack. Why this registration UI? I actually demonstrated what? I demonstrated what? Grid. Abi? That's what we looked at here. Please, are you guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, saying this there. Now, we want to create a database whereby immediately you register, you can now sign in. So let me turn this on to still registration, but we are just looking at signing. So we have our sign up and what? Our sign in. So let's talk to our sign in first. In the course of our class, we talked about modules, and we said the essence of module is for you to write your code in a particular file before you breaking out a database now, and this data in my application. Okay, you can sign in and you can register yourself in my application. So what I'm going to do in a nutshell is this. I'm going to create a file called what? Database. All right. I'm going to create a file here called, it's going to contain our connections. Our database what? Connection. So if you are doing that, the first thing you have to do is to import SQLite 3 is a light database. You know, in database we have MySQL. For those of us that are familiar with it, we have MySQL, we have SQL, we have Access from Microsoft again, we have Oracle. These are bigger. That one is a database company on its own. So all built in what? In Python. Just what? Import it. Is that okay? So now after you've imported that, the next thing is to carry out a connection. I need to look at a similar name so I'll be able to know what this thing is, what is working on. So equals to the SQLite is what? Name, and the extension for application we are trying to model, let's just say we are looking at an inventory system, but I don't know, I'm going to look at a simpler inventory system. That so the extension now is going to be dot what? DB. So we know that inventory.db is our what? Then a collection of row is what's formed what? A table. Then a table is having what called what? Attributes. All right. So that is this schema of a database. Okay, from attribute to a row to a table to what? To a database. That's the schema. Now the next thing after you carry out this is to create your table. So my table I'm going to create is going to be core. I'm going to call the reference of core is for you is still a variable. So once my database connection name is what? That variable is con. So dot execute. This is like to put this here so that I will know that everything is fine. All right. That single quote. You can also use double quote if you like. But most sorry. Create table if not exists. Create table if not what? Exists. Now the reason for this statement is, please, are you guys with me? If the table the program for the second time, the table will not be created because it already what? Exists. Do you understand that now? So create table if not exists, your table name should be your users. It is users that what? That you want to register. Then your, how will I call it now? Your attributes. Alright. The first attribute will normally say because of the primary key. Now a primary key is a unique identifier in the same word primary key. It is because to avoid the redundancy and to put in data integrity into your word, your table. Am I communicating? That's why you need a word, a primary key. So it is always integer for most table. Okay, primary words. This is a primary key now. Prayer. Is that spelling correct? Primary key. Then increments. Please, am I communicating? Please, am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Address, contact, and what? Remark. You have to make all those ones available. So I'll go back to my database or py. What we have for SQLite, which are all right, is a data type. So people call it varchar. Yoga, go somewhere else. Then I'm making it what? Unique. I'm making this full name what? Unique, and it should not be what? Just run. I think most of the records there. Email address is also what? String with special character B. Vaka can carry it. Address Vaka can do. How many do I have safe? How many are they? Please hope I'm not too fast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So I'll just change the name. So this one should be what? This one should be.
Yes. Remark.
So now, having done this, you have succeeded in creating a table. Look at it now. You see why this thing is very important. If I want to arrange on my table, I will arrange on the table will be created. Remember, we said you use a what? You now import it, Abby. You import. So I'm going to import what? Everything. Seeing that I'm having error, remark unique, not what? None. So what line is that? It said I'm having error in line. Error in what? Line what? Line 3. Line 3. But let's see. No table will be inside it. You can see it's not no.
Sir, where did the inventory.db come from?
Where did what?
This inventory.
Connection. This code you see here is a database
Uh,
creation code. So this is where the database was created. Inventory.db. That's why this thing you are seeing here is a database. But presently now,
uh,
table right now is not having what? That. Are you seeing it? That you should have. You can't have everything to be what? To be unique. Uh, the only unique that I should use here. Please let me accept only the email is unique. Okay. All right. So let's go. Why did I remove all the unique?
So why do you remove the
Unique is no. Is this one is auto generated? I don't have control user word input. Are you getting it? So the reason why I now make this one unique is that no two email address will be accepted inside my words, my database, inside my table. Do you get it? Not to the same email address will be right. You will see that a table is created. Are you seeing it? A table called what? Users. These are the feed. The ID we created, the full name, the email, primary key. So it means that it's having a key. Sorry, it means that this ID is unique. All right. This
so how is the full name unique? Because you didn't use unique for the full name.
the email that is unique. The full name is not unique. Sorry. So the next thing we are going to do now, accept what the user wants. Are we together?
Yes.
All right. Now, this
Yes, sir.
program, like I said initially, is a functional based program. And I said something, your program can either be a class based, your application can be a class based, your application can be a functional based. In the introduction to Python, the elementary aspect of Python, we said define a function. This is how you define a function, right? So let's call this one reg. This function is for registration. This function is for what? For registration. Now, in Python, let me explain something. If I pass in a pass statement here, I will not have that error again. So let me explain something. You see this entry widget. If you run this entry widget, this is a text widget. This connotes, like if somebody enters something here, you know you want to collect that record and send to a table, Abby. Somebody
Yeah.
enter a d@gmail.com. All right, you know you want to collect that record and
yeah,
it's entry widget. So that's what you want to
there we
collect and
go.
send it to what? To your table at your back end.
Data.
Now, for me to do
Wait,
that,
so I don't get. So wait, when we type the the letters, the when you fill in the information, what will now happen?
Or somewhere
It should store.
database. And I said a
Okay.
database is having a what? A table. So the first table we have succeeded in creating is the users what table. So I expected the record that
Table.
will be submit here to go to the what? To the users table.
Okay. Okay. Uh,
So that's what we are trying to code. Widget, very, very important. My first entry widget was ENT1. And that ENT1 is what? Is what, please? Is full name, Abby. I'll say dot get. You see this get method. So the next one I'm going to get, I think the next one is ENT2, ENT3, down to what? Down to ENT what? 5. Or ENT what? 5. So this one is what, please? This is email, Abby. I think email come after that. From what we have. After full name, you have what? Email now. So this is what? Email. Please, in program, you always avoid the capital letter. It's make program to look somehow. Then the next one is contact. The next one is yeah. Then the next one is should be okay. I use ENT5. Look at it here. All right. So it's supposed to be. It's going to be ENT5. ENT what? ENT5. That when you say dot get, this one will not work. This one is looking then because it's a text widget. Text widgets, you have to tell us where you are coming from, where you are starting from, and where you are going to. It's different from the entry widget. Okay, contact, it is remarked that it's text, Abby. Alright, this one is ENT, so this is now remark, Abby. So this one will be
Yeah.
ENT6 dot what? This should be 4. So this one should be what? 5. So this one that is 5 now is a text widget. So you have to pass 0 and end from the column.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Now the next thing, there should be an error. So if full name is empty, we talked about or empty, or you have to check because all of them must be so what do you want to do? You have to set previous class. I told you that the widget will send a message. It means that message dot show the info. What do I want to pass? I said the first thing is your prompt, which can be your alert, not allowed. The what? The form. Entering this thing, it will trigger this message. Let me just show you this message so that you see what is going to happen. So if you want to trigger your function that is carrying out your function, carried it is command reg. All right, you know reg is now a function that we have declared. So see something. I run this program. I'm having, yeah, I knew that error was 913. The line, so I'll copy this. Probably I forgot. I think hand can still work. So if I come back here, see what we are going to have now.
what does this syntax mean, sir?
This 1.0 is the beginning. You know, let me comment this in out. Text widget. I remember we said text widget is inside is in rows and columns. If you notice it, because when your text get to the end, it goes to the. Are you seeing it? Now you are telling the computer that you want to get the first column or the first row and the last. You don't need it. Do you understand now? The error coming from message or oh look at to click. Are you seeing it? Empty record is not allowed. Please fill the what? The form. So anytime the person did not fill this form and the person click,
Yes, sir.
so is correct, so we have to call our connection. SQLite, have I imported it here? No, because I also need to use it here. Import what? SQLite. What am I connecting to? I am connecting to where? I am connecting to inventory dot what? My database inventory.db. Is
Yeah. Supposed to be O1.
they will take me out of it. If not, they will not take me out of it. So inventory. How do I spell it? Said inventory. So that inventory is not what? Is not defined. So why is it telling you that inventory is not defined? It's because now you is outside the world. You need to learn how to avoid error. So graph
Sir, yeah, this syntax, why don't you use it
15.
why don't you add address?
Which one?
Like, you know this thing, there's something in the bracket for line 15.
Okay.
Why don't you like add that one for each of them? Yeah,
Are you
for
just
the
joining? Are you
address.
just joining us, or your mind is not here?
Sir, wait.
Eh? I
Sir,
said,
no.
because
Okay, sir.
if you are in my previous class, we had a widget class. Have you gone through that? They are different. Do you understand?
Okay.
They
Oh,
are different.
okay.
So the way you get
Okay.
record from entry widget.
Thanks.
So please go through that. Con equals to
What's that?
what? SQLite.connect inventory dot what? DB. So it's still telling you that database inventory, which is our what? Our database. And I don't want to do a connection here again. This from data import what? Asterisk. Port asterisk. So now database dot what? Database or what? Inventory. Import right. So database dot inventory now means that inside my database, all right, I have what? Inventory. Okay, inside my database.py, I have my what? Inventory.what.py. So you notice that I was supposed to do now. So that's what I was dot what db. So all right. So now the next thing we are going to do now is the feed that we want to watch my call, because I want to connect to my table now. That will be my con, which is my database name. This call now, I will now say dot what? Execute. Dot execute means you want to are you getting it now? So it is the submit the record inside our what? Inside our application. All right. Then part of what we also looked at in that our previous class, we talked about how to try this. If this is okay, carry out what? This. All right. Otherwise, that's error handling. I said you can use your word except state to try. So I don't put error on this particular place. So they can see an SQL statement here now that we submit record. Our table name is what? Users.
Yeah.
Okay. Full name, email, contact, address, and what? Remark. You have to make your program to see those your field. So the first one I'm going to call is full name. Full name. Then the next one I'm going to call is what? Is address, Abby. The next one I'm going to call is what? Remark. So these are the what? These are the fields which forms your what? Your attribute. Michael, well done. I'll be going on up and on. I'll be asking questions. So this forms your what? Your user will enter something now. Values in a database. So you pass what it. Okay. You don't know mark, I don't know. Now since I have five attributes, I need to have what? 5 values. Question mark again. Question mark. Question mark. How many do I have? Question mark. To do now is to bind inside my email.
Contact.
I have contacts. Why is it not giving my what's going on?
Address and remark.
Evolve this thing. Please give me. I'm coming. Give me 1 minute. Yes, yes. Thank you. How many percent? Uh, bring this on. You're not go spoil your phone.
Yes,
So now, address. I hope that's what I have there. Address. All right, the error is out of it. So you see now you have to bind them to where you are submitting them what to. It's very very important. You have to bind them to where you are submitting them to. All right, you must commit anything that you are doing here. That will become con dot what commit. So this commit statement is what will take it and submit it to the what to the table for you. Con dot what commit. So it's actually a method. All right, message now. Message dot. Okay, yeah, I think show what. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
okay. Yes, sir. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So there. So this one is registration. So the message I'm going to pass here, registration success what? If there is an error, all right, I'm going to pass it here. So please permit me to just duplicate this code. Then I'm bringing it here. Record already what exists. I'm going to call it a day now. So let's just run this program and see. All right, let's run it. Think it's coming up also. Okay. Let's say the name is Emmanuel. Emmanuel, let's say Divine. The email is d at gmail.com. The address 7032446095. Then good person. So I click on submit. Database has no attribute what inventory. So all the error coming out and it's telling you that there is no actually inventory here. Yeah, they are correct. There is no inventory here as a name. All right, there is no inventory as a name. So the only thing I have here is con. Do you understand? The only thing I have here is con. So if I want return, are you with me? That will be uh, that will be database. We are doing advanced programming here. Dot what con. It means that I've called that one. And the next thing, this one that does this one now, is call, right? So that will becomes, yeah, I will just say um database. Go back here. You can see I have access to what? To call. So this should be here. Should be. Instead of using this, it's very good for me to now say database dot call dot what con module class. Okay, module class. Let's see what we are going to have. Rubbish here, because I want to verify first before I'll put re-record. Are you seeing it? Record already. There's an error in my try. So let's refresh this. So it means that there is an error in my words, in my try. So it now escaped it and came to what? Execute. So instead of this, let me just comment this guy out. Remove what I have here. So all right, now I got where the error is coming from. Line 23, I have database. It's telling me the current statement uses 5 and I have 3, 4, 5.
You didn't add remark.
Okay, I did not add remark here. Thank you very much. So I forgot to add remark here. Now what? Successful. So it's going there. All right. Now I can now uncomment this one. I hope you know what happened here. There was an error here. He skipped it. We talked about error handling now. If you remember that class. So that was what happened. So I can now bring this one out. This one's back to what? Emmanuel Divine. Email d at avenue. Contacts 070324460. Submit. Inside your what? Your
Yes, sir.
remains in an ID application immediately submitted. This is supposed to clear away. All right. So on your function, where is the function? So on your function, where you have the successfully, you have to call those your widget. What's the widget now? ent1. So you have 0, what end. So this is what I'm going to have for others. This is 4 and this is what? 5. So you see, we check empty record not allowed. That was the message. That place we said if you didn't enter it, don't go. Empty record not allowed until everything is entered. So everything is required feed. All right. I hope there is no error. Let me see if this is submitted. All right, there is no error. So what happened that okay, remember there's something about this one dot this is a text widget, that's why it's ent dot, do I have it as delete? You can see ent5 dot delete. Okay, dot delete, no problem. So what I was supposed to pass inside here is string, just like what I have here. So I will drop it here. So this should be fine now. So that's all about this. This form is okay with the word, the username, which is the email address, and the password. Do we accept password just now? When you sign up, we do not accept password, Abby. No password.
No.
So please, we have to collect password also.
Yeah.
So collecting password now, that's one thing about this thing. So let me just put the password down here. So this will be password. L7 L7. So if this one is row 5, let me just ent what 6. So this one will be column this 0. This one will be row 6 column 0.
6.
This one should be row 6. So I have to go down. If that is row 7, so this one will become row what? Row A. So I just have to use ent. Where is the password now? So this one now will be ent, no longer. So let's see. This is the password. So where's the error coming from now? Line words. This is okay now. There's height inside. The width is 50. Alright, so this is my password now. This is where I'm putting my password. So for your password to hide, I said it in the previous class. So you have to pass in another guy here. Another option here is going to be what? Asterisk. So if you run this now, so if you type anything here, it will not show it. It will be what? Asterisk. So that thing needs to what? Be available. So duplicate this. So be passed in. It's going to be this. Then I have to also make the password available, or password. So let me just copy this. So one value here. So I need to bring out. So this is going to be out. That will be 0, comma end. So then I have to go back to my database, this database here. Then I need to create one. So now you have to clear this one, because the statement we have is create table if no exists. Now the table does exist, it will not recreate it again, because we need it to be recreated for password to be what? To be part of the field that you have there. So if you check it again now, you see that under users this thing, are you seeing that the password is now a member of your words, of your column? Please, any question, because I'm rounding up this class here. Yeah,
Like, can you show and hide it at the same time?
okay, this password, yes, you can show it, but that
Yes.
in that case now you are using function. Use function to undo it. You now say, okay, whatever the person type, the person click on the entry widget itself. You know, in
Okay.
programming, one thing we believe in programming, everything is possible. I hope you know that everything is possible.
Yeah.
So anybody that will tell
Yeah, but which function?
is you that will declare your function now, just like the way I declare this function called reg, def reg. So
Alright.
please, any other question? So what we should be expecting next class? Thank God we have created our registration page. Put in the username. Username now, we are using the email as our username. This is not what I want. Sign up, sign in. So we are using the email now as our username. All right, called what? Dashboard. So that's what we are going to look at tomorrow class. I don't want to rush you because if not, I will finish this. Is it okay by us?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Michael, are you good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So absence of no question. So let's call it a day. I'm going to drop the video.
Thank you.